that empowers you to assemble your dream team, mastermind trades with fellow coaches, fine-tune your depth chart, and orchestrate winning playbooks and strategies. Immerse yourself in the realm of pre-game strategizing, meticulously training your players, and plotting against your upcoming adversaries. Then, witness the exhilarating games come to life through a heavily modded AI simulation, using Madden 24's next-gen technology streamed live every week. As the week's games conclude, catch the thrilling highlights clipped by devoted fans during our live broadcasts on the renowned BROCFML Sports Show. Embrace the excitement and join us today at BROCFML.com.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the dual threat Christian McCaffrey. He was an unstoppable force last week with well over 200 yards.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on our home team.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Darnold on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Here's Darnold. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Off play action, Pickett.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep, Ray McCloud. Taken in at the 22. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over first and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Back to throw, Darnold. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Brings up third and 6.
To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
When you look at this defense,
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On first down, Darnold. Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
There's a nice move. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Darnold.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Darnold.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That's out wide for Palmer.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and 3rd and 8 now.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception. One reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception as this one continues.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
Isaiah Pacheco on the offense back out.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to back that.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Here's Pickett on second down.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Back to throw. Pickett. Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Nifty move. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Pickett.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now off to the races down the right side. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. Now somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll go down at the 28. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, They're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. McCaffrey will take it in. Touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Darnold. And it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he had a short touchdown run last series, 4 carries, good yardage as well. Pretty good all around, really, Charles.
It was, because think of the drive that created all of that, right? The ability to carry the football, the ability to see holes that were created for him, even able to pat the wide receivers on the back and say, thanks, guys, for the help, and finishes it off with that short touchdown run. I can't wait to see what they do in the next drive and the next series, because I want to see how the defense adjusts.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Pickett back to throw.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal, and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Faking the give, Darnold. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Pickett.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Now Pickett.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns in that ball game for DeAndre Swift. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that one all even as they play the visiting Texans.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Open man right side, Myers. Down the sideline he goes. And touchdown! Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. On the out route, he finds Johnston. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Canton 1st down.
Off of play action, Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to throw, Darnold.
Able to complete it to Johnston.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for Canton. 1st down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He completes it to Beckham.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Tigers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Pettis now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. That turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to give their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, right, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. McCaffrey on the counter, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun, here's Pickett. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, when the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now Darnold. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
It's 2nd and inches.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Well, 193 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. He juked him, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 240 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Dragons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done. And
slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Ray McLeod to return. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold. It fights him off. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Yeah, the 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Open man is Myers. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's Pickett.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Dragons up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw here.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Canton. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, Darnold.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun.
Finds Johnston.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Faking the give, Darnold. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They kept it in the air on fourth, Charles. They ran on first and second down, tried it through the air on third and fourth, couldn't come away with anything on fourth and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and the receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Off play action. Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Darnold.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
McCaffrey. Nice move at the 5. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors,